Hi friends, it's me again in my parents' backyard. I've been on a little bit of a nostalgia trip while I've been here, going through my childhood bedroom and all my band posters and ballet costumes and Beanie Babies and books. And I dug up my favorite book series as a child, A Series of Unfortunate Events. These are the first couple, but all of the rest of the 13 are still inside. I picked them up and decided to reread them while I'm here these 2 weeks as kind of comfort food. These were so important to me as a kid. I'd say they're like what Harry Potter was to a lot of people from my generation. I gotta say, I didn't even finish Harry Potter. I stopped reading them halfway through the fourth or fifth book, a decision which becomes ever more defensible with time. But even though there weren't midnight parties for new Lemony Snicket drops, I anticipated them with the same excitement. My elementary school friend Henry had a next door neighbor who was a children's author, so he often got his hands on an advanced copy. We would both devour it in a day and sit in the corner of the playground during recess, discussing our latest theories about the mystery of VFD. Just two weird, sensitive children who, shock, both turned out to be queer. But why did they speak to me so much then, and why do they still kind of hit now? This is a series about 3 children experiencing grief and trauma. After losing their parents in a fire, siblings Violet, Klaus, and Sunny are shuttled along through a series of increasingly negligent guardians who don't love or care for them like they should be. So they love and care for each other. And while there's a mystery that runs through the whole series, it's never really resolved. They escape the secret society that's trying to harm them and exploit them for money, but who or what is VFD isn't really the question that this series is asking. The question that the series leaves you with, why these kids, why this loss, why is there suffering, goes unanswered. But I loved as a child that this series trusted me with that question. I think that's why the movie adaptation starring Jim Carrey or the later Netflix series with Neil Patrick Harris kind of fell flat for me and a lot of fans of the books. It's because they keep trying to make the main villain, Count Olaf, like a zany comedy anti-hero. They want to try to keep it from going too dark or too scary, I guess. It fits within the recent trend, and I say recent because up until the 20th century, a lot of children's media was just like, hey, you could die at any time. But there's a trend of trying to protect children from some of the harsher realities of life. Pain will come eventually, so childhood should be like a little temporary bubble of protection from it. And I mean, sure, there's humor and mystery and excitement and camp in these books. I mean, each of the children has a special skill that can help get them out of danger, and one of the child's skills is just teeth. But there's also pain, from big scenes of near-death experiences or kids getting put on trial for crimes they didn't commit, to the dedication page on each volume, commemorating the fictional Lemony Snicket's fictional dead lover. They allowed me as a kid to take pain seriously, to sit with grief, to hold space for loss, even if it was all made up. And I think that's why they still resonate with me today, because now, God, especially now, it would be so tempting to try to put a neat little bow on all the grief that we've collectively experienced and say, look, it all meant something. All of it was advancing the plot toward a tidy conclusion. But instead, a series of unfortunate events allows us to sit with the fact that maybe there was no reason. And none of it makes sense, and even though the books stop here, there is no happily ever after, and the future contains losses that we don't yet know. We may hope to survive it by loving and caring for each other, but there's no way around grief. There is no protective bubble. It's something that we have to learn to feel. In the comments, did you read these books as a kid? Or maybe there's another piece of media from your childhood that still matters to you now. This video was brought to you by the Radish Collective, my community of Patreon supporters without whom these videos would not be possible. If you'd like to join them, you can go to patreon.com/itsradishtime or use the link in the description. I'll see you soon. Bye!